Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's session is about rights, human rights, 28 points of human rights, and human resource development. Right. Right is a legally recognized and protected interest. Anything a person is entitled to have, to do, or to receive from others within the limits prescribed by law. Maybe we are all born knowing we have rights, we just need to be reminded. Those basic minimum standards without which people cannot live in dignity as human beings. Fundamental human rights. Basic rights that fundamentally and inherently belong to each individual. Natural rights. Human rights are universal and inalienable, interdependent and indivisible. Equal and not discriminatory. Rights and obligation. The International Convention on Civil and Political Rights and the International Convention on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, both put into effect in 1976. The Convention on Civil and Political Rights includes protections for the rights to life except after conviction for the serious crime. Article number 6. Freedom from torture and other cruel and inhuman punishment. Article number 7. Freedom from slavery and prohibition from slave trade. Article number 8. Freedom from arbitrary arrest or detention. Article number 9. Human treatment of prisoners. Article number 10. Freedom of movement and choice of residence. Article number 12. legal standards including equality before the law, fair hearings before an impartial tribunal, punishments, presumption of innocence, a prompt and fair trial, the right to counsel and the right to review by a higher court, freedom of thought, consciousness, and religion. Article number 18. And freedom of association including association in trade unions. Article number 22. The Convention on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights Protections. The right to work. Article number 6. To just wages and safe working condition. Article number 7. To social security and social insurance. Article number 9. To a decent standard of living and freedom from hunger. Article number 11. To universal basic education. Article number 13. And to an enjoyment of cultural life and scientific progress of the country. World Conference on Human Rights 1993. It is the duty of state to promote and protect all human rights and fundamental freedoms regardless of their political, economical, and cultural system. These includes the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of the Convention on the Political Rights of Women 1953, the Convention to Suppress the Slave Trade and Slavery revised 1953, the Convention Against Torture and other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatments in 1987. The Convention on the Rights of the Child in 1990 and the Convention on Protection of the Rights of Migrant Workers. In addition to worldwide human rights agreements, countries have also established regional conventions. These includes the European Convention for the Protection of Human Rights and Fundamental Freedoms, the American Convention of Human Rights, and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Human rights in Islam: rights to religion, education, equality of citizen, life, shelter, freedom, speech, movement, fair trial, health facilities, forced labor, inviolability of dignity of man and woman, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of trade, information, safeguard against taxation for the purpose of any particular religion, provision as to property, arrests and detention, FIR and remand, torture for evidence, right to fair trial, right to education and basic health, equality and citizens, slavery and forced labor. These are constitutional rights. Civil documentation, CNIC, child registration certificate, birth certificate, death certificate, marriage certificate, divorce certificate, passport, voter registrations, the right to life, liberty, and security of person, freedom of association, expressions, assembling, and movement, the right to the highest attainable standard of health, the right of fair trial, this already presented, the right to justice and favorable working condition, the right to adequate food, housing, and social security, the right to education. Freedom from arbitrary interference without privacy, family, home, and correspondence. Freedom from torture and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. The right to a nationality, freedom of thought and religion, the right to vote and take part in the conduct of public affairs, the right to participate in cultural life. Human rights can be divided into four groups. A. Rights related to physical security and integrity, protection of the right to life and the right to be free from assault, rape, arbitrary detention, kidnapping, and threats concerning the above. B. Rights related to the basic necessities of life, the right to food, drinking water, shelter, adequate clothing, adequate health service, and sanitation. C. Right related to other economic, social, and cultural protection needs, the right to have access to education and work as well as to receive compensations for lost property, and D. Right related to other civil and political protections need, the right to religious freedom and freedom of speech, personal documentations, political participation, access to courts, and freedom from discrimination. Recent history of human rights. World War II in 1939 to 1945. United Nations established in 1945. UN Committee formed 1946. International Bill of Rights. Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948, International Convention on Civil and Political Rights in 1966, International Convention of Economic, Social and Cultural Rights in 1966, Convention on Elimination of all form of discrimination against women, CEDA 1979, Convention on Rights of the Child 1990, Convention on the Elimination of all form of discrimination against women 1996, Human Resource Development. World Bank says about human resource development, economic growth requires three fundamental factors: human capital, physical capital, natural capital. Human capital has a major share, 64%. Process of increasing the knowledge, skill and the capacities of all people in a society. The accumulation of human capacity and its effect investment in the development of economy. Human resource development, planning and management. Benefits of human resource development: increase productivity, increase in efficiency, reduction in losses, relevance, scaling, spread cost, effectiveness. Economic benefits: improve in quality of life, sectors development through skill, workforce, industry, agriculture, social sector, infrastructure, science and research, information and technology. Identification of gaps, organizational requirement, capacity building through training, workshops, seminars, symposiums, meetings, exposure visits, learning by doing, attachments, internship, counseling, education, institution, policies, strategies, linkages. Pakistan government initiatives are formation of National Commission for Human Resource Development, Ministry of Labor and Manpower and other ministries. NCHT implemented throughout the country and successfully running throughout the country. Provincial and federal skills training institution, vocational, technical, managerial training. Pakistan Baitul Mal Export Promotion National and Provisional Research Institute Organization Center NARC PARC PCR PCSR Objectives and aims of the human resource development. HRD program endorses to upgrade and provide technical, professional and managerial skill to improve management and leadership for men and women. Enhance human productivity, enhance skill to increase production and reduce wastage, utilization of local resources, reduce dependency on external resources, build self-confidence, strengthen village-based skill, ensure availability of professional and managerial manpower, target groups can be village and cluster level activists, councillors and Nazim Tehsil and district Nazims, management professional and support staff are RSPs, staff of NGOs, donors, staff of government department and agencies, professional from foreign countries, professionals from foreign countries. Training areas can be staff training, management development programs, professional development programs, vocational trainings, technical trainings, livestock trainings, poultry trainings, agriculture trainings, international training opportunities, and exposure visits. Training areas for communities. Community means the people of village, the people of mohalla, and members of women organization, members of men organizations. Different NGOs form different organizations and they are organized people through the social mobilization and they need training of management skill development, vocational program trainings, enterprise development trainings, social sector trainings, supports to LGOs, natural resource management trainings, and sustainable use of natural resources. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for next video. Any comments will be highly appreciated. Please leave a comment so that I will improve my presentation